Hello beauties, it's Hillary. So I just wanted to record you a short, probably like 10-12 minute feminine practice that you can do anytime in your day to just recharge or supercharge your energy. You can definitely do this as a morning practice or even as an evening practice to just come back to your body and begin to breathe and calm yourself down a little bit before bedtime. So here we are, and we're going to begin with a minute or so of just gentle shaking in the body. So you can bring your knees about hip width apart and just begin to bounce your knees up and down. Opening your mouth and taking some deep breaths, and even closing your eyes if that feels okay for you, and just beginning to allow your body almost like to shake itself. So it's like you're just allowing the movements in the body to ripple up from your feet, through your knees, into your pelvis, and belly, and chest and arms, up to your head. And you can bring your hands over the outside of your womb or the energy of your womb and just begin to shake from here, keeping the whole yoni very soft and relaxed. It's almost like you're doing this with the intention to first connect, to have your attention and awareness here in the pelvis, but second, to release and to cleanse and to clear any emotions or residue or tension that we can accumulate in this part of the body that then blocks our creative essence and our life force. So just taking a couple deep breaths into your whole pelvic bowl and exhale, sound it out, relaxing. And one more breath. And then just coming to stillness for a moment and feeling the beautiful flow of Shakti, of life force, of energy in your body. And then just begin to touch your body a little bit sensually. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this. Maybe moving your hips and your body a little bit as you go. Just giving your whole body some love through your touch, bending down, touching your legs, your feet, stroking your hair, your face, your breasts, your heart. And this can go like very, very slowly. Or maybe you've got a little bit more fire today and you make it go a little bit faster. Moving, making some weird faces. And then we're going to come down onto hands and knees in a tabletop position on the floor. Okay. So once you're here, just closing your eyes. If that feels comfortable, you can also definitely leave them open. Taking a breath into your yoni, just connecting with her. And as you do this, dropping your belly, your pelvis down to the ground and lifting your chest, your heart, your breasts up to the sky and smiling to your body. And then as you exhale, you're coming into the cat pose, squeezing your yoni and your pelvic floor. Inhale, relaxing the yoni and letting her spread wide as you drop your belly down and lift your breasts up, smiling to the yoni. Exhale, squeezing your yoni. And just playing like this a few more rounds at your own pace. It's almost like your yoni is the one that's the beginning and the end of all these movements. And then with your attention still firmly rooted in your yoni, just find like a free flow. Wave the pelvis, wave the spine. Find some movements in the body that feel good for you, that even feel a bit sensual. Opening your mouth, breathing deeply, sounding as you do this. So we're combining breathing, free movement, and sound all together. Letting your yoni have freedom of expression and movement in this moment. Okay, and then you can come to laying down on your back. And bring your feet onto the floor so that your knees face upwards towards the ceiling. Okay, and here you're just going to lift your butt a little bit off of the floor and just begin to shimmy it a bit from side to side. The key here is to keep your attention firmly focused in your yoni. You can even have your hands like this if you want. And to also focus on keeping her as super, super soft and relaxed as you can. So it's almost like you're trying to shake or bounce like this, just shaking out, bouncing out, relieving her of any sort of pent-up stress or emotion or energy. Anything that's not serving her, you can allow to just shake out right now. And just play here. Maybe you're doing hip circles like this. Maybe you're shimmying and shaking. Maybe you're bouncing on the ground, either softly or slowly but firmly, or maybe a bit more intensely. This is super, super amazing for cleansing the whole pelvis. So just exploring with these different motions for a moment. Bringing your pelvis onto the floor and opening your knees into a butterfly position with the soles of your feet touching. And you want to bring your hands into this triangular connection with your thumbs connected. And your thumbs go right over your belly button. And then just above where your little pinky fingers are, that's about where your ovaries are. And the center of the womb connects just around where your pointer fingers are coming together. Just taking a couple of moments and breathing really deeply into your whole womb space. Using your breath and your sound to soften even one more layer of tension that may be there. And then just cupping your yoni or your womb in any way that feels good for her. Maybe keeping your hands how they are, maybe finding another hand position. Just asking your yoni, how are you doing? Asking her if she needs anything or wants anything from you in this moment or today. then asking her if she has a piece of wisdom or guidance for you in this moment. Maybe just one word. And then just very delicately beginning to squeeze and release the muscles inside of your yoni, almost as a way of signaling, I hear you, I'm with you, we're here together, I've got you. Squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release. And then squeeze and hold in. It's like you're holding energy here right at the level of your womb space. And then exhale, completely softening and relaxing, releasing. One more time like this. Inhaling, squeezing. It's like you're drawing up fresh energy with the squeeze into your yoni. And then exhale. Totally releasing. Okay, and then coming over onto one side and pressing yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to end with a very brief breast massage here. So you can either do this over your clothes, or if you want to, you're welcome to grab oil and do it on your bare breasts. So just start with your hands on your breasts, cupping them lightly, and give them a gentle smile. Breathe into them. Maybe even bouncing them or shaking them a bit. This is very, very healthy for the breast tissue, for the lymph fluids. And then just taking about a minute or so and massaging your breasts, however feels good in this moment. There's not a particular technique that you need to use. It's just like you're giving them soft and gentle and nourishing touch and connection. Staying with the breath, staying with the connection to your breasts on the inside of them. Okay, and then we're going to close by having one hand over the center of the heart and the other hand over the womb or the energy of the womb. And let's just take 3 deep breaths in between these two places in our female bodies. So you inhale all the way down into the womb, filling her, letting the breath come up into your heart and your breast. Exhale, release. 2 more times. And then just smiling to your female body, thanking her, thanking yourself for showing up. And you can now carry on with the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you want a lot more simple practices like this, join me in my Facebook group, the Jade Temple Sisterhood. Ciao, beauties.